Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope you all are doing well. This is your chemistry lecture, and in today's lecture, we'll learn about air pollution. In yesterday's lecture, we have discussed about composition of air and different layers of atmosphere. We have seen about composition of air. The major component is nitrogen, that is 78%, oxygen was 21%, and other gases are 1%. And we also discussed that how we can separate different gases from the liquid air. We separate different gases from liquid air by fractional distillation. Right? In today's lecture, we'll see that what is air pollution or atmospheric pollution. Pollution is mainly caused by some chemicals that are harmful for living things, or they also damage non-living things. So air pollution can be defined as air pollution is the condition in which air contains a high concentration of chemicals that may harm living or non-living things. It's not like air pollution is just harming the living things, but it can damage the non-living things as well. Clean air is very essential for us because we breathe in oxygen that is present in air. When we breathe, we are actually taking in air. So the air that we are breathing must be clean. So clean air is very essential for life, but unfortunately, much of the air we breathe is not clean. It contains chemicals that may be harmful to us. And there are many sources of air pollutants. It can be carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, hydrocarbons, oxides of nitrogen, and lead compounds. Air pollution is actually all around us, and the concentration of gases in the atmosphere, such as carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen oxides, are increasing with increasing population. As the number of people increases, the use of vehicles or different things that can cause pollution is also increasing. So as the population rises, there is a consequent increase in the need for energy, industries, and motor vehicles. And these gases are produced primarily from the combustion of fossil fuels, coal, oil, and gas. How these gases can be produced? By the combustion of fossil fuels, coal, oil, and gas. But mostly they are also produced by the smoking of cigarettes. Motor vehicles are mostly responsible for much of the air pollution in large towns and cities, because the burning of fuels produce carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. In today's lecture, we'll discuss about that how carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide is produced by the combustion of fuel. So carbon monoxide is actually a colorless and odorless gas, and the main source of carbon monoxide is combustion of fuels. And in chapter 17, we have discussed in details about combustion of fuels. Whenever a fuel burns, it can be complete combustion or incomplete combustion. Complete combustion when the air supply is not limited. And when the air supply is limited, it will lead to incomplete combustion. In complete combustion, carbon dioxide is produced. What are fuels? How you can define fuels? Substances that burn in air to give out energy. So when fuels burn, they give out energy. So the burning of fuel is exothermic process. Exothermic process are those process in which energy is given out, right? So burning of fuels, either the process is complete combustion or incomplete combustion, the process is exothermic, right? So whenever any fuel burns in complete combustion, carbon dioxide, water and heat energy is produced. As you can see in this equation, this is complete combustion. Methane is a fuel that burns in the presence of oxygen. Burning of anything in the presence of oxygen is termed as combustion. So when a fuel burns in the presence of oxygen, it leads to products carbon dioxide, water plus heat energy. So, methane will burn in the presence of oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and water. And this is called complete combustion of fuel. Complete combustion is done when the supply of air is not limited, right? But when the supply of air is limited, the burning of fuel is called incomplete combustion. And the products are carbon monoxide, water plus carbon. The poisonous gas, carbon monoxide is very poisonous gas. So when this gas is produced, it causes air pollution. As you can see here, for incomplete combustion, fuel will burn in the presence of oxygen and it will produce carbon monoxide, water and carbon. The difference between the products of complete and incomplete combustion is of carbon dioxide and carbon. For complete combustion, carbon monoxide is produced plus water. For incomplete combustion, carbon monoxide is produced plus water plus carbon, right? And you also know that the burning of fuel is an exothermic process because we burn fuels to get energy, and when we want to get energy, so they will give out energy, and giving out energy is an exothermic process. Plus you also have to remember that carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide, which bonding is present in carbon monoxide and dioxide, these molecules are formed by the sharing of electrons between carbon and oxygen. So these are covalent compounds. Next, air pollutant is sulfur dioxide. This is the structure of sulfur dioxide: 2 atoms of oxygen and 1 atom of sulfur. Sulfur dioxide is produced by the burning of fossil fuels such as coal, crude oil, and natural gas. When they burn in motor vehicles, they react with oxygen and they will be converted to sulfur dioxide. This is the reaction for the production of sulfur dioxide. Sulfur will react with oxygen and products are sulfur dioxide. It is also produced in large quantities during volcanic eruption. So mostly the source of sulfur dioxide is the burning of fossil fuels. Heavy industries and power stations are major sources of sulfur dioxide formed by the combustion of coal, oil and gas, which contain small amounts of sulfur. And when these natural or fossil fuels or natural gases are burned, they contain sulfur. This sulfur will react with oxygen present in atmosphere and they will form sulfur dioxide, and it will add pollution to the environment, right? So this is how carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide are produced, and they cause pollution in the environment. In tomorrow's lecture, we'll discuss about some oxides of nitrogen, methane and some lead pollutants. You have to learn the sources of carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide and how they add pollution to the air and the reaction as well. Formation of sulfur dioxide and the combustion, complete combustion and incomplete combustion of fuel that leads to the formation of carbon dioxide and monoxide. Okay beta, it's all for you today's lecture. Allah Hafiz.